Thanks for joining us for News at Noon. I'm Doug High.
And I'm Lisa High.
Good to have you with us. Let's get a check of that forecast now.
Yeah.
With meteorologist Dylan, good day. Dylan, we need the timing track of this next wave coming in here.
Or it really depends on where you're at. Somerset, Southern Kentucky has been dealing with snow for the last hour or so, but here in Lexington, we have not seen that snow actually reach the surface. It's been flying according to your radar at home, but it hasn't actually reached the surface yet here in Lexington. You kind of see what appears to be some snow falling there in the distance, but still not reporting that here at the airport. We're at 27, so it's as warm as it's been in a couple days for sure. Southeasterly wind at 6 miles per hour is making it feel closer to 20, but the important number is here the dew point. Notice how the dew point, which measures how much moisture is in the air, is much lower than what our actual air temperature is. That shows that there is drier air at the surface, and you need these snowflakes to continue to fall. They'll eventually saturate the atmosphere enough to where you'll see snow actually reaching the surface. And we've been dealing with that here in Southern Kentucky. This is a look at downtown Somerset, courtesy of the Somerset-Pulaski Economic Development Authority for giving us access to this camera. But you can see snow-covered truck right there, snow-covered car, and also some snow on the roadways. The snow's kind of decreased a little bit in intensity there, but has been strong at times this morning. So Viper radar showing this first wave, this not reaching the ground. This wave is particularly from Monticello up to Somerset, London, Williamsburg, Rockcastle County. You're likely seeing the snow hit the ground. Lincoln County potentially as well, and then other areas of southeastern Kentucky. Temperatures, how about Monticello? We're up to 30, so we may get close to the freezing mark there. That could limit some of the accumulation, but northern Kentucky still much colder, and the air there is a lot drier as well. It's cold even when you factor in the wind. Feels like 19 right now in Somerset, feels like 16 Flemingsburg, feels like 16 there into Moorhead. And we're going to continue to see these snow showers moving off towards the north and the east. So really the time frame that we're watching between now and around 10 o'clock to midnight, that's when we are expecting the heaviest of the snow to be moving on in. We have that winter storm warning that's out for most of the area through tomorrow morning. And then here's another look at that timing. We said between 9 o'clock and noon for areas south and west of Lexington to see that snow moving on in. And that's on time for us here in Lexington between noon and 3. So here shortly, likely within the next hour, we'll start to see some of that snow hitting the ground. And then far eastern Kentucky, it won't be until around 3 or 4 o'clock that we'll see the snow arriving. We'll have more details coming up in your full forecast.
All right. Thank you, Dylan. Well, it's hard to believe, but some parts of Kentucky are going to be experiencing this winter weather for the first time this season.
As Dylan has been detailing for us, we're joined by ABC 36 reporter Sydney St. Clair. She's in Somerset. Sydney, how are things looking out there?
Yes, Doug, Lisa, well, let me tell you, Dylan wasn't wrong. It does feel like 19 degrees out here right now in Somerset. It's pretty chilly, but you can see we've got some beautiful snow falling down. It's covering the roads, covering the cars everywhere here. I can see people out already trying to shovel their driveways. There are still some people out driving the roads. We have seen some snowplows already out trying to clear the roads out here in Somerset. People walking around, going to the grocery store, going to their work, trying to just live their day as normal as they can, even though this, as you said, this is the first time so far that they have seen this winter weather. Now, when we were coming into Somerset, it started out as a light snow, but the closer we got into Somerset and in Pulaski County, the snow just started to fall a little harder and harder, making almost a quarter of a mile was a little hard to see in front of you after that snow just kept falling and falling. But as you can see, it's just seeming like it seems like a light dusting. It's really not, but it's absolutely beautiful. We're gonna stay out here and see if we can talk to some people and see how they're dealing with this snow for the first time this season. But Doug, Lisa, back to you in the studio. Sydney St. Clair, ABC 36 News Now.